Good morning, good morning. Back at it again. Wednesday morning, the day before Thanksgiving. Will anything give opportunities on today? Looking at my scanners here, I see JSUN. Poly was moving yesterday, but it did come down and touch that 375 level. We'll see if it can go ahead and dive below that 375 level today. Let's see what else we got. Those two are the only two that's really sticking out with over 1 million shares there. Up top, what's up, Drifter? What's up, Donnell? Up top we have top volume mover Tesla, and then G-Sun, like I was saying, NRBO, which is under $1.50. We'll see how that thing moves. A lot of these stocks like this, they can be very choppy, but they can pop quite a bit. But I don't know. We'll have to kind of calculate that range when we see it. But yeah, I'll just watch JSUN, NRBO, and I'll keep Poly on watch to see if it'll go ahead and drop. It didn't have great news, but it was one of the only low floats that was moving yesterday. Other than that, I believe that's everything. So let's go ahead and look into these, what kind of news they have here. So JSUN daily chart, let's go back a little bit. Daily chart had highs up here of 95. And right now it's at 255. Questionable. We'll see how that goes. NRBO daily chart. Same thing. It had a little rip back here. Just doesn't look like it's already had upward motion, but we'll see. As for the news, JSUN, don't really see any news here on TOS. Maybe something will pop up later. Same thing with NRBO. No sticking out news. Poly, no news. So we gotta wait for some catalyst, bro. Maybe the companies don't want to drop catalyst before Thanksgiving. I don't know. Let's also look here. We have other things on the potential scanner that have lower volume. ENVB, COEP, Huddy, DBGI, GRIN had a gap up yesterday. Okay. BWAY, but no news anywhere. ONCS, that's one me and Donnell dodged like the plague. We saw that thing. We were like, that thing does not look good. And it lost from what, a $3 loss per share. Well, $2 loss per share from 6 down to the 392s. So yeah, that one definitely went down, but I may watch DBGI, but it just needs more volume. I want to wait till volume comes before I really lock in on that one. I put it over here on the watch though for DBGI. Because DBGI had this the high of the 450s is at 410 right now, only 40 cents away. Could give an unexpected move there. Good morning, GD. All right, so let's flip over here to Street Smart Edge. I think I got everything that I want to watch. Before we go though, oil bouncing back up off of those 77s, making a higher low there on oil. Previous low was 75.25, and now it's up to 77.76. So definitely making those higher moves. May be a turning point for oil, but I don't know. SPY was testing 400 yesterday. Hasn't yet started to hold those 400s. Let's jump over. So now NRBO is launching up there. This right here is some extended play into the open, huh? It's 808, and it is getting some push up there. No news on it. We'll see how that goes. JSUN had a high up here of the 280s. Yeah, right around 280s for some resistance. And this one, we don't even know where the high is on this one. It could continue to push all the way until open. But I do think it's going to find some strong resistance at the $2 level on NRBO. Yeah, that was previous resistance as well. It bounced up to this area, 191s, and got demolished out of that range. And we'll clean it up. Usually I try to watch maybe 2 or 3 stocks, so we'll see if anything new pops up, and if any of these just have big fails, I'll just go ahead and get rid of them. Especially the ones with no volume that aren't really competing, like DBGI. I could go ahead and remove that, but I'm just gonna watch it just to see if any volume comes into that one. PALI is probably going to be one that I remove as well, especially if it goes under this $3 level. It's probably dead in the water. But I'm glad to see that a low float is leading the day, but I don't know if it is going to hold up with no news catalyst. Let me go ahead and actually look at these companies and see what they're about. NRBO. NRBO. All right. 15 days ago, Nero announced its closing of a 32 million underwritten public offering, including full exercise and over allotment option and concurrent private placement. Let's see what this is talking about. Do we have any definite prices that they want to set this at? Okay, so so it's priced at and this is, which one is this one? NRBO. Priced at $3. So has it been up to $3 already? Went up to 165, and the price is supposed to be underwritten public offering was comprised of 3,147,000 Class A units, priced at public offering of $3. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if it's gonna make it up to $3. And this article was written on November 8th. So it's had from November 8th all the way to now to get to $3. It's only at 150. So I don't know. Let's see, what about G-Sun? Golden Sun Education is plunging hard. That was 2 months ago. So what kind of news has got it up today? Float 8.7 million in the float there. Jump over here, G-Sun. No shelf registrations, but no news as well. Short interest, short float. And it is shortable. Is NRBO shortable? Shortable. Yep, all of these are shortable. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens on the open. See if we can get some great slams here. I wonder is the SPY gonna have to pull back a little bit. Looking at this hour chart from yesterday, had this big run up from 394 all the way up here to the 400s, almost exact. And then it floated around here, got a little push down, but now has a little point of interest there right at the 399s. And we'll see what it does today. Will it consolidate above 399 or will it go ahead and come on back down to maybe retrace back down here to some lower value? We can see here, this looks like the previous consolidation area right in here. Came in here, consolidated, broke through, and so it has a couple of points that it can hold, maybe 396, maybe 398, but definitely has some supports built up there. And some of these tops just need to be tested and see if they can hold. But definitely on a strong uptrend there on the SPY. Wow, oil went down quick. It was just green. Interesting. Getting a little sell-off pressure from the 80s all the way back down into this low indecision of the $78. We have about 15 minutes to the bell. And then things will get spicy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of DBGI. So we got three that I'm watching: NRBO, JSUN, and Poly. If NRBO starts getting too much momentum back to the sub-dollar area, it's probably gonna be over with. It had this consolidation down here from the 115 area up to the 125, so a 10-cent consolidation and then a rip here on no news from 125 basically up there to the 150s, 170. Did it make it to 170? Almost 170, so about 25 cents, which is big range for this price. So it's already moved up quite a bit. I didn't even check the float on NRBO. Float of NRBO is under a million. And then the float of JSUN is 8 million. Definitely gonna let the first couple of minutes show us the direction first, though. I don't know which one is more interesting because neither one of these top movers has catalysts, so I don't know. NRBO resistance up here at the 165. And now only moving a couple of cents here, so let's see the ranges. So each range got a little bit bigger, 118 up to the 120s, 20s up to the 25. So 5 cent range here, 21 up to 32. Opened up there a little bit, but the body of the candle is only from 24 up to the 30, so 6 cents. 32 up to 39, 7 cents. 38 up to 45. So these ranges are chopping down as they're going up. So we'll see how this open goes. We have about 10 minutes to the bell. Interesting, interesting. This thing's got 60 cents of motion. G-Sun 203, about 50. Went up to the 280s. So about 80 cents. Well, I can't have big expectations on either one of these. Maybe 10 cents and just be happy. 10, 20. Now, G-Sun may be 20 cents, but not really looking for too much more than that. If I can get 20 cents, that's okay with me. Especially on G-Sun. I think it's got more potential to give that 20-cent move. Definitely having some eyeball volume on the on a couple of these candles. If we look at the 15-minute candle here, the volume down here, very no ramping, no heavy ramping to either direction, just kind of like big orders going through here coming into the open. Same thing with same thing with the 30-minute. Kind of just a lot of, you really can't tell. I want to see something obvious. Obvious volume, obvious candle setup. NRBO has the same kind of thing. No real ramping pattern, just a lot of sporadic volume. We'll see if it gets any kind of true structure in its volume analysis. Looks like 150 is going to become a point. Let's see, what's the bottom of this? So this pump back up from 126 back into this 138. So we'll see how this comes down and gets tested. I think that I traded this before. That's why I see this blue line here. Usually the blue line for me is the line in the sand where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do anything with it. Apparently came down through this blue line. Maybe I traded it somewhere, but I don't remember trading this one. I may have just watched it. But yeah, if it goes under that 125 back into this area of consolidation, it's probably not coming back up. It's going to be going down towards those sub dollars. And as you know, I have the red trades that I have taken have been those that's headed back to sub dollar areas. So I'm very wary of those trades right now. They just do not pop back up. Or, well, they can, but they just do not pop back up out of those dips for me. So what would be areas of interest here? So it had a low here of the 195, almost $2 level, which is definitely going to be that blue horizontal line. Don't want to see it past that. Then it had an area up here of the $2. Okay. Then it had an area back here of 228, right around that 225 level. That found a little bit of a bounce. So we'll watch it around that 225. We'll see what it does around there. And there's an indecisive candle there in aftermarket around that level as well at 225. Good morning, Lori. But I really don't want to see it back under 220. Four minutes left to the bell. NRB, I mean not NRBO, G-Sun is what I'm really interested in, but NRBO is definitely gonna have to start dropping first, and I would like to see G-Sun test that 225. Neither one of them have the catalyst though, so it may be pretty choppy. Maybe something that you have to get in low and just hold through the chop. But yeah, no big catalyst today that I've seen with volume. Let me check some of these higher, larger caps though. Baba, debt laden, Fosun, Wave Stake, not real. Amazon News says ESPN should be worried about streaming companies entering sports. No real news there. SoFi. The student loans where the student loan forgiveness is still in the courts, but Biden made the executive decision to postpone student loan payments again until the bank, I mean not the bank, until the court makes a decision. So that's why SoFi is up here. Because when they were about to open it up, SoFi prices started coming up, but we'll see. SoFi definitely downtrending. We'll see what happens with SoFi. Apple, watchdog to investigate. Apple, Google. So Apple under some kind of investigation, huh? But we'll see. NIO, no news. Probably. Come on, man. NRBO making those lower highs up here, right under the 160. I think I'm probably just going to go with the one that can get the most range, but the problem is this one can get the most range, but it's just not getting the volume. Not really moving around that 250, not really getting many trades through there. $30 seconds till the open. All right, markets are open. NRBO, expecting that one to come on down. Very extended play. Very easy short on that one. G-Sun coming on down. Let's see how far it comes down here. Came down to the 241. Holding above the 240s. Yeah, I'd much rather it show weakness first and then do a bounce after it dumps. But it looks like it's going to show a little bit of strength here into indecision around the 250s. NRBO jumping up there to the 170s. So about 10 cents out to that next resistance. What was that resistance? The top side right there, it's not up to the 190s yet. It's at the 175s, testing there. And then the next resistance is the 190s. But we will see what these want to do. Hopefully it falls. Once it starts to fall, G-Sun should get a little bit of activity. But these are the first couple of minutes of the market. So definitely going to let it do its thing here, G-Sun. I want to see it hold over this 220 level once it gets going down. Hold over 220, start holding those 225s. Poly taking a nice little dump down as well. It's one that we were watching yesterday. But yeah, definitely most interested in G-Sun here. G-Sun though losing a lot of that upward momentum down. And see, if people were to open up their scans right now, they would look at this and they'll say, okay, this is up 17%. I need to be trading this thing that's up 45%. Only thing is, the 45% mover can actually kill you because its ranges are going to close up here. And I'm expecting a nice little downwards move on NRBO. Hit the top of 180 today. So intraday level top 180. G-Sun with a little bit of indecision above the 230s. Love to see that test at 225 though. So 175 looking like it's becoming a little bit of a struggle around that level. Previous 260 was kind of like the close down right there. Let's see. We'll see how it acts back towards 260. Draw resistance 260. Also, I need to see what what sector these companies are in. I did not look at that. Are they, because they don't have catalysts, so something's got to have them moving. NRBO, biotechnology, United States, blah, blah, blah. What do they work with? Neurodegenerative diseases. Okay. And then the other one was GSUN. Profile. Okay, education and training services. This is a Chinese company, GSUN. GSUN Group Limited operates through two segments: primary and secondary school services and tutoring. That's a hard one to try to do. We'll see. We'll see what they want to do though. Will anything better pop up? SPY has broken over the 400s up to the 450s. Nice little pops through there. But yeah, that news on both of these is like killer. So you gotta buy low on these. Which one was the one that had that news talking about that offering? Why Golden Sun? This one. Okay, so this was 15 days ago. Placement. Okay. So at this point, it's got maybe 20 cents up to the 260. I don't know if I want to risk that. 20 cents there. We'll see if it makes a lower high on the next candle. NRBO still struggling around that 175. VWAP seems to be at the 171 on the hour candle. And this one is right on VWAP as well, 242. A little bit of a 50-50 play here, coming back into some indecision. So it has about 20 cents up to this level, 260. But definitely holding a bit. Looking like it wants to pull a red to green move, but we'll see. We'll see how this candle closes. Got a little bit more time on it. Previous low here, 240s. So I guess that'll be what, about a 4-cent risk at this point for it to hold up these previous lows. Still though, look at the volume. NRBO's volume is 13 million. GSUN is only 3 million. So still many eyes on NRBO. Way more than GSUN. So I'll be very careful until that volume starts pouring into GSUN. I'll be very careful with it. That's almost what, a 10 million difference on the day. That's we got to be careful with those. There's one, what is this? Oh yeah, 52-week lows. I don't like that. leave that one alone. All right, so G-Sun getting on down there. 230s getting on down towards those two. Wow. Blast to the 225s there. Wow, wow, wow. We'll see how it holds down here around the 225s. 10% on the board now, so definitely lost a little bit there getting down there. So this momentum right here, I don't want to buy into this momentum. It's going to have to consolidate. That's way too much momentum right there. It's right above that level of indecision right there, 225. I'm gonna let it consolidate. The chances that it makes a lower high right now is just too high. I want to give it some time. Getting down under 9% there. NRBO still holding around this 175 level. Yeah, definitely giving that some time right there. That was a crazy move. Nasty little move down right there. So this entire candle 255 was the high of the highest wick. 220 was the low, and then the body hasn't really made a decision yet. So the body starts at 247, and down here we'll see how it closes. NRBO continues to play around with the 175s, has not given that dip yet. Playing around with this top, very extended play. 175 continues to give it problems. 15 million shares traded on it. Looking for it to give us we need to see where a true top is. I count the wick as kind of like a range of where the war zone went, but I need the secondary, the close of the body, to know where exactly that top is and where it'll come down to. So I'm waiting for the close of this first hour candle. G-Sun, yeah, that's what I was scared of. Yep, 125, went on, slid through it like butter. And so now we'll see if it can consolidate above this $2 level. But now, you know what? No, it's not even worth it. It's basically giving back everything on the day. It was up, what, 30, almost 30%. Now it's up 7%. So who's going to open up their scanner and say, hey, this is something I need to be trading, right? So that's one, it's questionable. Definitely questionable. Got to wait for that one. What's the chances on the next candle it rips all the way back up here to 255 with no catalyst? I'm seeing SWN with the gap up, moving up. HPQ moving up as well in an uptrend. Amazon still under 100. G-Sun down 10%. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait on that one. NRBO making its way away from the 175s. And this is why I let that first hour show me where the actual top is. Because this wick, this top up here is just like where the war zone went. But the actual resistance level could be way further down here. So we'll see where it ends up closing. It's pushed back into the previous hour levels. This top of this wick was 165, and now it's kind of struggling to even hold up 165 with a very long wick to the downside. G-Sun down here at 220, just, man, thing fell off, man. Fell off bad. So main focus is still NRBO. for possible dips because it's got the volume. If it does fall, it's very likely. Well, then again, it's going towards the sub-dollar range. I gotta keep that in mind too. Sub-dollar range is very imminent for this one. Retesting this previous resistance. 213s. We have how long? We have this 15-minute count is about to close up here in 30 seconds for G-Sun. SPY still playing around with the $400.50. So we are right around the bottom here. 213s down there. All right, NRBO. NRBO is too risky with no catalyst. Doubt I would be trading it. Yeah, NRBO, I wouldn't touch it. Way too extended. That thing, take all your money. This thing hadn't even given one red candle. So how far can this thing drop is the question. G-Sun, VWAP back up here at the 240, well, 234s. Want to see if it can hold up this level above the 213s, but it's going to have to start squeezing these candles down to smaller candles because this type of momentum is not good. And we could see it break all the way down through 195, 190s if it gets really aggressive. If the shorts get really aggressive on it with no catalyst. Okay, so now on this 15-minute, the previous candle closed around the 164s. Struggling with that 165. What's the chances that NRBO makes a lower high? Very, very high. Like to push back up there, how much would it need? 165 all the way back up to the 81s. That's a 20-cent push that it needs right here. That is probability wise, that is very low. And it's under VWAP as well. So it's got a little place where shorts can definitely jump in if they want to and use this one, because both of these stocks were shortable. So they can use this 180 ish level as a backstop. And that's a 20-cent risk there. Yeah, so G-Sun is trash to me now. Probably not gonna be touching that. Even if it does end up making a move higher, it just is not, it's not something that's sticking out to everyone. Hasn't even got close to 10 million shares traded yet. So yeah, I'm gonna take G-Sun off there. And we'll watch something that's actually competing on the day. SPY ripping up through the 401s. Let's jump over here to the scans real quick, show you what I'm seeing. So my percent gainer, what is, check PALI. Yeah, I saw that one. But I don't know. This thing did come down to that 375, but the catalyst on it, I don't know if it can push up with that catalyst that it had yesterday. The only reason it pushed up yesterday is because it was the only thing moving. With 2 million shares traded there. Definitely giving some little pops though. On the hour chart, the high up here was the 409 for today. So we could put that as a little bit of resistance. And at this point, is the 409 worth the risk of buying this? So 387 up to the 409, is it worth it for that retest of like maybe 20 cents or less? I have to see where that thing closes. We got about 10 minutes left on this 30-minute candle. We'll see where the 30 closes. But yeah, these stocks are definitely not looking great today. Actually, Poly had a little bit of a gap down here from 391 down here to the 358s. It's done the gap fill, so I'm wondering, will it start filling here after this gap fill? It's literally stopped right here under the 4 for the gap fill. So Poly, we'll see. It's a 50-50. It could break over the gap, or it could go ahead and break down now this gap fill. NRBO, again, trying those 175s. G-Sun dying towards the 210s. Continue to break those new lows, going down there and trying to test that, looks like trying to test the $2 maybe. Down 14% since the open. Only a +3. So if you open up your scans right now, you probably wouldn't even see it. You'd be like, oh, you probably look right over. Your eyes would just be like, oh, 3%. Nah, no, thank you. But anyway, let's see. What's up, Ben? Ben in the house. Yeah, Ben. Today the market is doing, the SPY is doing very well, getting up to the 401s. But the low floats, man, they are just not in the game today. We see Tesla is up. I know people are out here trading Tesla. Tesla ripping, breaking a new high, 174 all the way up here to the 176. AMD, look, this is where the attention is. Look at this. Look at this. 76 all the way up here to the 77s. So that's another thing. We got to find where the actual moves are, that momentum on the day. And right now it's in the larger caps. So AMD and Tesla would need to start pulling back. They're very strong on the day though. Let's actually read some of the news for Tesla and AMD and see what's got them ripping like this. NIO also. Look at all these rips up. Amazon, you're trash. You're not going anywhere. SoFi, not really doing anything. Apple, look at all of the tech stocks. Look at these jumps. This is why the low floats aren't moving. Look at this G-Sun in comparison with the death stroll. SWN, it's already went up there. It's already pulling back in that one. Okay, so let's actually look at these news for Tesla and all these. Let's jump over here to Street Smart Edge. Tesla's Twitter overhang weighing on shares, but demand is solid. Wedbush says. Exclusive Tesla analyst says investors need to brace for wide swings. Any buyback unlikely to help near term. Manchester United explores strategic alternatives. Tesla, what in the world's got you ripping like this? Or is it just because the SPY is up? Let's see. As Tesla slashes China prices to reinvigorate demand, Buffett-backed EV maker surprises by doing the opposite. Okay. Elon Musk denies Business Insider report. Sam Bankman